Yes, last gunshot. The Xenos dies with a piercing howl of wrath. There is no fear in these sounds, only the stubbornness of a true warrior with a touch of regret at his defeat. A terrible rumble comes from somewhere deep inside the crypt as soon as the green fire goes out in the fallen warrior's eyes. The glow of the glyphs upon the walls become chaotic and disarrayed. Something just broke irreparably in this crypt. Okay, we leveled up. So let's check what we can do here. We save first of all. List the skill. Imperium. Weapon skill. We do logic on her. Weapon skill. Yeah, what do we do on this guy? Yeah, we do something. Strength. Medicate. Ballistic skill is taken, we do toughness, and demolition is taken. Weapon skill and tech use is taken. We do Xenos then. Probably too late to change tree, but
let the faith guide my path to glory.
Okay, let's see if we have enough backpacks to get rid of these ailments. Skin patch 8. Yeah, we actually do.
Heresy grows from idleness. Your wounds shall not be your end.
Your assistance is much appreciated.
Emperor, grant strength to the faithful.
I needed that.
Your wounds shall not be your end.
Blessed be the hand of the healer.
I am here to aid you.
Ministration is a holy task. The light of terror shines for us.
My faith is my shield. Your wounds shall not be your end.
Blessed be the hand of the healer.
Another save. We'll just have to switch out the backpacks here. So that's 37. He has everything he needs. Trying to get as much healing out here as we can. He went down mostly because he didn't have healing items at all. Okay. We're probably gonna fight the Inquisition now, so let's get this done. Deactivate the shield, the Lord Inquisitor is expecting the rogue trader below. Alright. The surviving soldiers bear grave wounds inflicted by gauss weapons. Even the most skilled surgeon would likely be powerless to heal them. Well, that sounds like
know your duty.
a problem. A bunch of copies of me, or what? Reality bubbles before you and bursts with an agonizing screech. A few silhouettes now stands in your way. 3 of them seem to have your face, and yet the differences are striking. Each has been marked by other accomplishments and different experiences, making you feel like the protagonists of a tale about a pair of twins separated at birth. Emperor, bestow strength upon me to smite yet another obstacle as I carry out your will. My master, changer of ways, is this your making? No, I can feel it is not. You are not playing tricks on me, are you? Sending me prey for great sacrifice? Is there some iconic lesson in what is going on? Should I be looking in the mirror a little less? Or perhaps try to look at myself from the outside? Or is this a hint that I am my own worst enemy? I shall ponder this in my memoir. Look at where your doppelgangers came from. The blatant abuse of the fabric of existence is causing the motes of reality to flare up. You see the mirages of the Coronix expanse in their glow, altered past recognitions by the decision you have made or could have made in some other world. Who are you? Your replica smiles in understanding. I am Svinta von Valancians the Magnificent. And if I know myself, which I most certainly do, you are now pondering what that makes you. The answer is simple. You're my reflection from a less glorious reality, a product of the malign influence of the treasure that I seek. The doppelganger makes a sign of Aquilia and utters, I am a blazing paragon of humanity, unbroken by tribulations, the first to venture into the darkness without fear, and the one who unites and brings back that which was forfeited. I am the rogue trader of the God Emperor. The last doppelganger smiles coyly. Speak of me, I am the only version of ourselves who shows the path of true power. I serve the Master, the changer of ways, and I already changed upon my reflection in his dreams, which is why I am the only one without a dumbstruck expression on my face. So you are me? Truth stems from the Emperor. You are lacking it, which means you are not a true Von Valancius, but a flawed replica born out of a flawed reality. Address the arrogant copy. You seem to think you are better than the rest of us, don't you? And yet I was the only one clever enough to become the master of my own fate and not be reduced to someone else's plaything or a slave of dogma. Why do you seek to enter the crypt? I came to claim the treasure, whatever it is. Theodora found it, which makes it mine. Xavier will regret trying to steal from my dynasty. The doppelganger smirks. Medical tests succeed. Your doppelganger's slightly accelerated speech, jerky movements, and the sweet twinkle in his eyes suggest that His blood is teeming with euphoric stimulants. Oh, he's a junkie. And I become very principled and vengeful where my treasure hoard is concerned. I wonder how you acquired such an ego. The lack of pointless advice, I presume, on the day of Conrad killed Theodora. All of her officers died with her, including Mort, Abelard, Idira, Ravor, Vigdis. When I came into my inheritance, there was no one to teach me how to be a rogue trader. I handled everything myself and found out who Theodora von Valancius really was. A narcissistic, unscrupulous, self-serving bitch who lied to everyone. I admit I regretted not getting the chance to know her better. I embraced her principles and realized that literally anyone in the Corona's expanse was out to take advantage of me. The Drusians and the pirates, the Adeptus Mechanicus, the Caspalican, Khazar, Uralon, and so the puppet pulled at the strings and made its master dance. I dare say things turned out well for me. I would ask your lordship to watch your tongue as you speak of her ladyship Theodora. I do not know how it is in your reality, but in ours it is customary to mind one's manners. Shut up, servant. In our reality it is customary for lackeys not to interfere in the affairs of their betters. I have to admit this version of you is not without a certain charm, the kind where I don't quite know if I want to throw myself at you or empty a full clip right into your face. My sweet smuggler, you are also in my world, you know. I gave you a little planet with a pretty palace and a tiny garden after you took offense at a couple of innocent jokes about your humble origins. Throw myself at you or empty a full clip into your face. It's a tough one. Have you achieved much without loyal allies? Indeed I have. I am the most influential figure in the entire expanse. Caligos was slain by the Xenos, and his successor Evain became my puppet. Incendia chases pirates, not realizing it is me who is raiding her colonies. I was able to make a pact with the cabal of the Reaving Tempest against Calcazar, forcing him to flee. I undertook a dozen expeditions into the unknown, moved the dynasty capital to footfall, named Vladaeum my governor, and made Hieronymus a cardinal. Not too bad for a novice, wouldn't you say? You are a parody of what a rogue trader is supposed to be, quite the epitome of hubris, greed, and brassness. I see. I shall give you a moment to wallow in your envy and self-loathing. Emperor, what an insufferable, smug, arrogant, and childishly insolent creature. How can a single road trader embody everything they are loathed for? Address the cursed copy. So one of my versions chose to serve the arch enemy. I do not serve, I reign. You grovel, but I dominate and rise even higher. Oh, we have a dead comrade. But we failed the test. Hydra opens her mouth and you see the blackness between her teeth in place of her tongue. 100 otherworldly warped voices speak instead of her voice. The master requests a sacrifice, a living sacrifice. Toss them into the warp. Their path will be unraveled and woven into ours. Why did you come to Epitaph? My master, the changer of ways, directed me here and revealed my destiny. This is where I will cut short the life of the corpse emperor's champion and claim the great trophy. This is where I am fated to become one with the warp. I wonder at what point your soul was tainted by heresy. It happened on the day Conrad Vogtfir wounded me with the cursed blade. From then on I started hearing voices. Fortunately, my companion Hydra taught me how to avoid going insane, and I began to listen to the heed their wisdom. They revealed secrets to me and whispered the dark rituals. I raided the Von Valancius crypt, made a dark offering of Theodora's skull and then enslaved her spirit. I learned all her dirty secrets and all of her lies. I saw the full picture and realized that only the strongest survived in the expanse, and any strength is good enough to survive. Have you achieved much on your profane path? Oh, I have. My empire is no paltry protectorate. It stretches across Winterscale's domain and the worlds of Shorda. With my brother Conrad as regent, together we rule many planets. I deceived Euralon the Fool and banished him from the Expanse after subverting his cult. I taught the Brazen Drukhari a lesson by sending the Orselio navigators into the Comora to cause the most powerful disjunction in history. On Quetzal Temer, I struck down the furious Caligos, a rival for the favor of the Dark Gods, and used his blood to make a pact with the Edge of Daybreak, my illustrious teacher. Emperor, why do you so rarely send me heretics who are this eager to confess? My job would be so much easier. There is something hilarious about the ways you're revealing your villainy. You won't believe how little I care about what you think. Address the pious copy. Your faith seems to be stronger than that of us all combined. I remember in those name the sacred warrant was granted. I remember by whose hand I am ordained to exist. I believe, and my faith is a bright light driving back the darkness. But your faith is cold embers, and when I look at you, I feel ashamed of myself. Did you come here to help Calcazar? The future is not known to me. The Lord Inquisitor did not give me the full details of the Operation Precious Sentinel, but he mentioned its importance to the entire Imperium. I have come to lend him my aid, or to stop him in his plans or to stop him if his plans go against the will of the God Emperor. Awareness tests succeed. Your doppelgangers vigorously chops the air with his hand, and you notice some stiffness in the movement as well as a subtle grimace of pain. As you look closer, you realize that lurking under your replica's clothes are chains of penance with a jagged hook digging into his flesh. Such instruments of humility are only worn by the most fervent of believers. Where did such piety come from? It filled me on the day that the Sister Argenta and I executed Theodora for heresy. I saw all her wickedness and depravity and felt unclean, stained by her blood. So I swore to redeem the name of the dynasty. The Lord Inquisitor from your reality must be pleased with you. By the Exalted One, my fiery heart serene, our friendship would not have blossomed under the light of every star, it seems. The copy casts a contemptuous glance at you, the abject groveling creature who chooses to sell out to the archenemy instead of atoning for her transgressions under my guidance. Your rotting soul was reborn in cleansing flame. That's what I'm talking about. It'll be my pleasure to end you for Theodora. I've heard enough. Your ears cannot hear the truth of the Emperor. The situation has just become complicated. How are we going to resolve it? We shall fight. I sense your soul's greedy interest in what is hidden in this crypt, and I will not allow you to take possession of this blasphemous thing. But I see we are outnumbered compared to you, doppelganger. I think it would be wise to join forces, topple you first, and then resolve the conflict between those who have survived. I concur. We will finish off the one with the biggest retinue first, then decide who is worthy for the prize. However, I already know who it's going to be. Let's see here. I'm giving you a chance to settle this affair peacefully and avoid self-destruction. In every sense of the word. The Emperor is with me, and that means you are going to fail. Killing yourself is a peculiar form of martyrdom. Martyrdom in the name of profit.
I'll make an example out of you.
I will deliver furious retribution.
Okay, so let's just focus all the damage we got here on this guy. Argenta. Yeah, we'll do it. My Argenta doesn't even have half the damage. Okay.
At your beck and call. An exemplary strike.
Here we go.
Remembers the name. There is movement in the Empyrean.
Alright, so let's see here.
For the throne.
Injured! I'm enraged!
Let's see to it. I won't object to it.
Okay, so say
Faith without deeds is worthless.
pretty
I'll do
stark.
it. As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Sworn enemy. What the hell?
Will endure. Guided by faith.
Yeah, yes, I have a bolter, it seems.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. Grey hair?
Me.
Sure hair.
Ashes.
An exemplary
rise.
strike.
Oh crap.
No foe too great. Hydraulics are failing.